What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. And I'm getting ready for work right now. As you guys can hear, my voice is coming back, baby. It ain't all the way back, but it's almost there. I still got this cough, and sometimes I gotta like clear my throat, but it's better than what it was 3 days ago, so gotta be thankful for that. But I wanted to make this video really quick while I got myself prepared. I got me a breakfast burrito right here that I made. So my breakfast burrito consists of some wild rice, beans, peppers, mushrooms, lettuce, guacamole, and this cheese sauce. It's pretty good. I know that kind of sounds like a regular burrito, but I'm eating it at breakfast, so it's a breakfast burrito. And I got my big old jar of kombucha, or kombucha, however you pronounce it. That ginger, that's been keeping me fueled up. But, excuse me, I'm trying to overcome the rest of this sickness. So, quick story. I ordered some glasses. When I ordered them, I got some new glasses, and they came in on this weekend. And it was giving me a headache, so I call up there and tell them, like, man, whatever this doctor did to tweak my prescription, because he told me he was going to do that, is not working, and it's giving me a severe headache. He has the nerve to tell me to stick it out for a week and then call back in. What do I look like sticking it out for a week? So after this video, I'm actually about to call up there and tell them that I need to come back in, because I'm not about to be having a headache for a whole week. And not just any old headache, a severe headache on the left side of my head where I can feel my brain pulsating out of my temple. Just not happening. Why would I do that? Why would I do that to myself, first off, when there's a solution? So I'm going for the solution. So yeah, that's a little quick side note. I got some new glasses, and hopefully I can get those sometime this week. But I say all that to say, don't let nobody tell you how to live your life when it's not beneficial to you. He tried to tell me, I know it sounds like what I'm telling you is to just deal with the headache for the next week. Yeah, that is exactly what you're telling me to do. It doesn't sound like that's what you're telling me to do. That is what you're telling me to do, and I'm not doing it. Anywho, that was a quick rant. But I wanted to come on here and tell you guys that I watch Gaia often. If you guys don't know what Gaia is, it is a spiritual consciousness program, should I say. I don't really know how else to put it, but they have different teachers on there that speak on different topics. So sometimes they talk about time travel, they talk about extraterrestrials, they talk about interdimensional beings, they talk about energy, they talk about like a lot of things spiritual. So as I'm listening to these videos, I'm like asking myself, why do I know this information already? Like, I'm like, how, what, not even why, how do I know this information already? So last night I stumbled across a video. I forget what it was called, but I stumbled across a video, and it said it was about the collective consciousness and how it works. And I kid you guys not, okay? Because some people won't be like, she capping, she just made that up. I ain't make up nothing, okay? I started writing about the unknown and a connection of consciousness, right? So that's it right there, okay? Mind you, this happened last night. Let me go back, because I'm not gonna go all the way back, because I was scrolling last night, because I was like, when did I start writing this? Because I'm just now hearing this information, and I wrote everything that she mentioned in this video I watched last night. In this, I wouldn't call it a book, but it could be a book. But I wrote it down in here. And this was, I want to show y'all, because yesterday was September 29th, 2024. Okay, right? September 29th. Okay, this is the beginning, matter of fact. No, I'm going to go back to the very first day so that y'all know it's real, okay? So, do y'all see this day? Or no? Can y'all see that? My head all in the way. Can y'all see that? That says July 1st, 2022. The unknown, living in a connection of consciousness. And it's 54 pages of information. Like, how was I able to write? Now, I'm not going to say it's fully 54 pages, because there are some parts in there that have like lines for people to insert, but it's really not that much. And then it's the beginning, like the cover page and all of that stuff. So I would say in total it's probably 40 pages, maybe 45. No, 40. Yeah, it's about 40 pages. So how was I able to write 40 pages of information that I never learned? I don't have a book on this. I don't have a program. I never watched anything. I didn't even have Gaia 2 years ago. Well, did I have Gaia 2022? I may have, but I did not watch that episode until yesterday. No, I didn't have, because I got the yearly subscription. So no, I got it last year, 2023. So how am I able to write on a topic and get it correct at that? And the information that she shared, I'm just sitting there like, what? Like, I'm like stuck. Like, Napri literally had to ask me, like, are you okay? Because I'm like this. I'm like in awe about the whole situation, because I'm like, I had to show him last night. I didn't even realize that I started writing this in 2022 until I pulled it up yesterday. And I'm like, what in the world? This was in 2022. It's 2024. I'm just now watching this. And I knew this back then. So I say all of this to say, when you tap in and become one with source, you don't only tap in to its power source, but you also tap into the all-knowing of everything. And when you get these downloads, you may not realize that that is where it came from, but once you start to bring it out of you and expose the downloads that have been downloaded within you, then you'll start to see this connection is deeper than what we all think. As I'm making this video right now, this may be me expressing how I feel, but the knowledge that I'm speaking about is universal. So not only can I tap into it and know it without reading about it, learning about it, or anything, but I can also tap into it using my free will and obtain the knowledge, and then not even have to question whether or not what you just learned and received, should I say, is true or false. I literally start writing this, I'm gonna just call it a book, this book, without questioning whether or not what I was writing was scientifically proven or not. I didn't even know. But now, watching that opened my eyes to the fact that I have downloads within me that I haven't even tapped into. I haven't even exposed or given to the world. This is something that happened 2 years ago. Just imagine if I would have acted on it, put it all down, pencil and paper, immediately, and just dropped it and gave it to the world. That would have just been one act of obedience in that moment, which I'm still working on it, obviously. But in that moment, it's probably when it needed to be done 2 years ago. Because some stuff that she said, I mean, I'm not going to say it wasn't true, but some of the stuff that she said, she didn't, maybe because it was on a smaller, like, it was like 45 minutes long. But she didn't really go at it from the perspective that I'm writing about. So maybe she geared that to her audience. And it was an interview also, so it could have been that as well. But the perspective that I'm looking at it at is like completely different. It's how you can shift, how you can make that shift. And it's step by step. It's crazy. Because when I was just listening, I'm just still in awe about it all. Because not only can I do this, but you can do this too. One thing that she said that really caught my attention, which a lot of it did, because I was just like, wow, this is just crazy. But she started channeling. As you guys know, my message from the ancestor videos are basically me channeling. But hers is more of a controlled channeling, where she steps out of the way. Mine is more of a guided, so they're telling me what to say in that moment, and then I'm saying it. I haven't got to that level of channeling yet. I'm gonna just be completely honest. But she started to channel, and one thing that she said was, there's no such thing as good and evil. The basis of it all is high vibration and low vibration. And it's to the degree in which you tune into a frequency that you will experience life. So if you tune in to low vibrational frequencies, that is how you will experience life. The same way you will if you tune into high vibrational frequencies. And when I heard her say that, it resonated with me, because the follow-up question that the interviewer asked was, so what do you how did he say it? He said something about, what do you perceive like the devil as? And she said, it's just the energy field that you can tap into. It is universal. So he said, so that means we all have an inner devil. Should you decide to tap into that? Or do you decide to tap into the highest level of consciousness and the highest frequency vibration, which is love? If you tap into the highest frequency vibration of love, then fear, hate, anxiety, depression cannot exist. For the simple fact that it cannot tune its frequency to that level. So we're talking about, when they say there's levels to this, there literally are levels. And when I say levels, I mean frequency levels. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If hate is a frequency of a 1, this is just an example, and love is a frequency of a 7, and you're vibrating at a 7, no emotion, feeling, or thought can exist because that's below that 7, because it cannot vibrate at that 7. So you can lower your frequency and begin to vibrate at a 1 or a 2 or a 3. And that's when you can experience all of those emotions. And it doesn't lock it out. That's the thing. That's another thing that she mentioned, which I was writing about as well, is that these parallel universes are happening all at once. And you can choose in this moment, do I want to vibrate at a 1, a 5, or 7? Okay, I'm vibrating at a 7. Now I'm vibrating at a 7. Do I choose to continue to vibrate at this 7, or do I decide to go to a 5? And when you make that shift, you don't only make the shift in consciousness and in energy, but you shift parallels and you shift universes to the point where you are now co-creating with everyone else that's in this field. So you are no longer contributing to the 7 and everyone that is in the 7. You're contributing to the 5. So whatever collective consciousness that is being poured into that is being poured into you. And that is how I received this download, because I raised my frequency to the point where I was able to put my consciousness in a pool of consciousness that was receiving information and downloads from the source directly. Now, I wasn't trying to go all the way into this, conversation right now, because I do got to get to work. I'm actually, got about like 2 more minutes, okay? But I'm gonna use those 2 minutes to upload this video so I don't be late. But I say all that to say, do not underestimate the power within you, because it's within everyone. And if you use your power that's within you to plug into a 1, then just know everyone that's plugged into that 1 is going to experience similar experiences. And if you're plugged into that, you can't say it's not fair that 7 is experiencing a better life than me. It is fair, because 7 chose to plug into the consciousness of 7. You chose, maybe it was unconsciously. That's why I called it the unknown. You chose to plug in to the 1. So it is fair, because you used your free will to plug into 1, while they use their free will to plug into 7. And because you plugged into 1, you experienced this low vibrational life filled with hate and depression. And because they chose 7, they fulfilled their destiny. And you cannot be mad because they consciously chose to plug in to a paradigm or a dimension or a vortex of energy that you did not choose to plug into. Because if you would have plugged into that energy, your life would not be the way that it is today. Your life right now is just the aftermath of what you have chosen to plug into in the past. And that's what I'm gonna leave you guys with today. I hope I didn't go too high level. I try to like condense it down to a way that the audience can understand. I'm still trying to fully articulate it myself because I'm trying to figure out how I know this. So I say all that to say, make sure you are aware of what you are plugging into. Don't be a 3-prong trying to plug yourself into a 2-prong outlet. You're not going to get the power you need. And that's all I got for you guys. Peace.